Okay, let's quickly look at how I start my trade. Firstly, I open my Chrome. I go to binary.com. I set this up. How do I set it up? I make sure that it is at volatility, rise and fall, 5 minutes. My stake, your stake must be constant. Make sure you change this to minutes. Sometimes it will be at ticks. Make sure it's at minutes. It is important. Put your stakes, allow equals, then get ready for a trade. Now remember, this is at volatility 100. So now you go back to your MT5. Now when you get to MT5, the first thing is change it to 1 hour. Change it to 1 hour. Once you change it to 1 hour, now you can see that we have this trend coming down. When it gets here, it went up a little bit and then it's trying to come down back. Okay, now let's see what's happening on 5 minutes. Wow, this is not good. This is not good. Why is it not good? I'll explain. You can see we have a down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down. This is not good. This is the ranging market. It's a ranging market. It does not have any specific direction. So what do? We ignore volatility 100. We go straight to the next volatility. Go back to 1 hour again. So this is 4 hours. 1 hour again. Now you can see we have an uptrend here also. We have an uptrend here. It came down one here. Uptrend, down, down. Then you have an uptrend again. This is good for an uptrend. Now what do? I go to 5 minutes. We're having a downtrend on 5 minutes. Okay. Firstly, it's an uptrend. Sorry. Firstly, it's an uptrend. Down, uptrend, down. You can see the way it's going. So this is also not a good market. Okay, it's not a good market. So what do? I ignore this as well. I go to the next volatility, 50. This is also not a good market. Why? There are too much wicks. You can see here, there are too much wicks. Anything can happen when you're having too much wick in the market. Let's check 5 minutes. You can see it's not a good market. So what do? I go to the next. Why do I keep putting that 4 hours? I go to the next volatility, 25. Okay, this is a good uptrend. Let's quickly check 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You can see this line here. Don't forget that this is a moving average. Okay, shows it's going up. It's an uptrend. There's not too much up down in this one. We can observe this for a few minutes and see what's going to happen. We can observe it. If you are observing it, we'll see if we can get a reversal. If you can get a reversal, we place a reversal trade. Now, here, for a reversal, this number, this one here, must go down to 20. If it gets to 20, I check 1 minute. 1 minute will be at 80. Okay? 1 minute might be at 80. If it's a long candle, just one single candle, okay, I can still go in. Let me quickly go and check this and put this at volatility 25. Because you have to be fast when you are trading. Then go back to the MT5. You can see that now 83 is going back again. It's going back up. That's what I'm saying. If it's a long candle, it is dangerous. But if you are very smart, you can place your trade and get at it. Now let's wait for this to get to 20. But to get 20, I go for lower. There's no how with that you will not make a little profit, no matter how small it is. In reversal, don't stay too long in the market. Don't stay too long in the market in reversals. So once you get a little profit, you get out. Minus 10, minus 1. You can see that is the problem about reversal. You are not sure of the direction, but for a reversal, there's no how you would definitely get a profit if you enter correctly. If you enter correctly, you will definitely get the profits. 0. You can see 6% now, but I'm always looking for 10%. That is the one. That is one thing. I'm always looking for 10%. 5, 14, sell. That is it. I've gotten my first profit, 70%. Okay, let me see the video if it's not too long already. It's already 5 minutes. Okay, let me make it 7 minutes. Let's make it 7 minutes. So you can see I've taken my first trade on reversal. So when you've taken your first trade on reversal, don't be greedy. Allow it to go. Allow it to go. Now, remember how I took the trade. My 5 minutes was at 20. Observe this. One candle here. The second one is forming. The second one came to 20. You can see I have 2 candles going down. Observe it. I have 2 candles going down. And I entered at 20. Not 21, not 22, not 19, 20. It's important. It can still continue to go down. It can reverse. Anything can happen. But once you make your first profit on it, don't go into the market again. Allow it to go. If eventually it's not continue to come down, and this gets to 80, aha. By then, if you now check 1 hour, you will see that something is happening in 1 hour as well. 1 hour is already coming down. There's another reversal here on 1 hour. There's another reversal here on 1 hour. But for me to place the reversal on 1 hour, it must be at 20 as well. If this is not at minus 20, I will not go in. I can keep observing this. I'll keep observing this until it is at what? At minus 20. But meanwhile, I told you, do not be going from one indicator, volatility to the other. Stick on one volatility. Stick on one volatility. So you can observe this for 1 hour, for 2 hours, you can. Okay? When you want to trade, state your trading time. Between 1 to 2 o'clock, I want to be trading. Nothing else will distract me. If I see that this is not going my way, what do? Since I've checked 100, I've checked 75, I've checked 50, now I'm 25. This is reversing again. It might take time for it to get to where I want it to get to. What do? I go to the next volatility, which is volatility 10. Volatility 10. Wow, this is a perfect signal here. It's a perfect signal there. You can see it here. It's an uptrend. So let's check 1 minute. Okay, it's okay. Now you can see something here. We have this and this. These are called doji. These are called doji. In doji, it is telling us that we have one doji. Only one doji we have. We have one doji, which is this one. This is the second one, is just forming right now. In the next 3 minutes, one will finish forming, and to get to the next, another one will start forming. Now, doji means that the candle, the trade can continue or reverse. That's what doji means. We are not sure. It is indecisive market. It can either continue or reverse. What do? Since I've seen this now, I said, let me check 1 hour again. Why do they keep pressing for me 4 hours? 1 hour, okay. Now let me check. 1 hour is going for an uptrend. It's going up, okay. Let me check 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to wait for this to get 20 again. Let me quickly set this up to volatility 10. Then come back here. Since I'm waiting for it to get to 20 for that reversal, check 1 minute. Okay. Don't forget, this must get to around 80, maybe 75, maybe 76, 77, 79, 80 before you enter. If it does not get to that stage, do not enter. You can see it's already reversing. So I still keep my cool. I check 5 minutes again. It is not yet decisive, still not sure whether I want to go up. Don't forget, I told you that the doji here is an indecisive market. Not sure of whether to continue going in the previous trade or whether to reverse. And don't forget that our 1 hour is what? Is an uptrend. It's not actually an uptrend, but it is going up. What do I mean it's going up? Look at these 2 candles here. This 2 candles shows that it is going up. So, but this line here is telling us that it is a downtrend. It's a downtrend. These are trades that you just quickly try and get as little profit as you can and get out of the market, because we don't have everything confirmed. We don't have everything. These are like scrapping. But when we have our actual setup, we can stay long and target 20%. But this kind of settings, 10%. 10%. So let me go back to my 5 minutes. It's coming back again. Wow, it's at 19, 20. I go in. I don't stay long. I see a little profit and get out. 11, 14. We observe it. When you are here, don't leave here. Stay with it. So that when you see that it's not even going a direction, you can still take your loss at a minimum stage so that there will not be too much loss on you. 10% sell. You can see now, I got that at 13%. I've gotten 30% today. I'm done for the day. There's no how you follow these instructions that you not make profit. Now remember something that I told you before, that you must have 2 candles. But I have 1 candle. Why did I go in? Because of this doji. It is the doji that gives me the morale to go in. Now I see a doji. I see the candle coming down and it got to 20. I quickly enter. Either I see a doji which looks like a plus, or I see 2 candles coming down. Don't forget that 5 minute old that we checked. Let me see if it's still there. That 25. You can see here we had 2 candles here. You can see it's still going down. Let's check 1 minute. But I will not advise any trade on this. If you want to place a trade on this, wait for this to get to 80. Then you now check your 1 minute before deciding whether you want to place a trade or not. At this middle, this is a caution middle. Caution. You don't take trades there. Okay. So now you can see here, I had 2 black candles. One has already formed. Okay. This was already formed. This one has already formed. This one was forming. Well, when it got to 20 and I entered, observe that. 2 candles. But here, on volatility 10, I had 1 candle. I had 1 candle forming down. But because of the doji, I entered. Doji means that it can continue going up or come down because I'm not looking for too much profit. Once I see that it is coming down and it gets to that minus 20 that I want it to get to, I quickly go in, take my profit and get out. I hope that is clear. Watch this video over and over and over and over and over again. If you have any question, drop it and I'll gladly answer your questions.